Hello, here I am signed in as Mrs. Brendlinger. I'm signed in right now on the Forward specials. You'll notice the picture. If it's Mount Pleasant, I'm signed in as Mount Pleasant. There's the picture. It will say Mrs. Brendlinger's art classes. For Forward, it just says art. However, they're exactly the same, so I'm just going to use Forward's lessons just so that my Mount Pleasant and my Forward students understand what's going on. So from now on, instead of having a weekly folder, I'm going to simply just put all of those lessons right here on the top. So this is for grades K and 1. That is my suggested beginner lessons. If a second or third grader wants to pop down to beginner, or one of my older kids, that's fine. Some of you will be doing group projects with younger or older younger or older siblings, so you can kind of bounce around the different folders. I'm still expecting that you're hitting your standards, because as an older student or a younger student, you're going to know certain things, and I'm going to be looking for that. So very quickly, here is the grades K and 1, the beginner folder. There's always going to be a welcome page, so I open that up. Mrs. Brendlinger has a video here. That video simply reads this slide and says hello to you guys, and starts to get you thinking about the assignment. I hit the next button. Now, if you're on an iPad, there are 3 little buttons here. You can hit that and hit website view or web view, and then it will give you these previous and next tabs. So here is the beginner lesson, and here is a video for it. I can click on that right in here. It will play, and it will give you a bunch of examples, a beginner example, an intermediate example, and an advanced example for this particular beginner assignment. Moving right along, this page will not be here usually. I am going to save this to one of my folders. That folder is called my idea folder and sharing your art folder, this one right here. But I put it in your lessons this week so you have an idea of what you can do. These are some different things you are able to do. You can take a picture. Photography is art. You can paint a picture. You can draw a picture. And I give you ideas of using a dirty stick rubbed on the sidewalk. You can also use sidewalk chalk. This morning I happened to draw on a chalkboard, so if you have a chalkboard at home, go for it. You can use an online program. Down here I have some websites that you can click on. You can use one of those. You can make a sculpture. You can use found objects to draw. Here are some examples here. Some rolled up newspaper cut to create a project. Some stones drawn or laid out to draw a picture. Same thing with here. I drew some words using stones and wood. And here are some photos of different images to create the word photography. Moving right along, I'm going to the next. And here the beginner lesson explains to you how to share. So there's step-by-step directions, which I will read for you in your individual lessons. And then you can upload or comment here. I'm going back to the main art page, or to the main Mrs. Brendlinger page if you're in Mount Pleasant. And as I said, this is the idea folder. So I told you about the idea. That's this link here. I showed you that already. But this here is the media folder. You can share any artwork from your house to mine in this folder just by clicking on it and uploading it. I have some pretty images there already. And going back into that idea folder, it also has my Art Sonia link, and I can log in with my school's information. Going back to Mrs. Brendlinger's art folder, I'm coming down here, and here's the extra art folder. This is optional. You do not have to do this. I am opening this up, and this gives me my past week assignments. It also gives me any optional assignments Mrs. Brendlinger threw in there. Some of those I think are in the weekly assignments. Also, it has, and I believe I'm going to put this up top, your optional art fun folder. That has things like art games, art worksheets, and activities, coloring pages. Going back to Mrs. Brendlinger's art page, dun dun dun, there are also some how-to videos. You can open that up. This video right here is going to go inside of this page, so that way you will have access to it whenever you need it. So thank you very much for joining me, and I very much hope that this makes your life easier. I know folders inside of folders inside of folders is very cumbersome. That means it's difficult. So I tried not to do that to the best of my ability, which is why I have grades 1 and 2, grades 2 and 3, grades 4 and 5 right out in the open so that you don't have to open the weekly folder. Please have fun. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Thank you.